Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Beardzone Sports Talk. My name is David. I got Scooter along with me, and tonight we are going to be talking NBA Finals. The NBA Finals are in full swing right now, and if you're a Boston fan, it's been a great series. If you're a Dallas fan, it's not been a great series.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Boston Celtics are up 2-0 against the Dallas Mavericks, and the Dallas Mavericks just don't seem to have any answers going into tomorrow's game or tonight's game. If you guys are when you guys are watching this, but for us, it's tomorrow. But for tomorrow's game, they're in Dallas, and it's a big game for Dallas tomorrow. They gotta win. They've got to win.
The series is already 2-0. The Boston Celtics in game one were incredibly dominant. And in game two, I think we talked about this previously, and I'm pretty sure our viewers know this, is the points in the paint is where you are going to win the game. If you can be dominant with inside the arc, unless you're the Golden State Warriors and you can shoot threes around the court. What was the stat that you had earlier? It was like 10 3-pointers for the Celtics in game two, and they still won?
Yeah, 20. So Celtics went 10 of 39 from the three points range in game two.
Won.
And they still won, So it's just been a dominating game. It's been a very physical style of play for the Boston Celtics, and they've even said it in post-game interviews where that's their game plan coming into this. Their main goal is to shut down Kyrie and Luca, and they've been doing a phenomenal job at that. They got Jaylen Brown, they got Drew Holiday, who are two great defenders that the Celtics have, and then you have Tatum, and all of them can score. That's the problem with Boston. They'll wear you down on defense, and then they can score on offense with literally anybody, and I feel like that's where Dallas is lacking. You can't just allow Luca and Kyrie to be your entire offense. And unfortunately, that's just what it's been.
You hit the nail on the head there, Dave. The Dallas Mavericks have 2 out of 5 guys on the court scoring at least the majority of the points. Yeah. And to me, I watched the Celtics, and it's a full court game for them. And you can't have 2/5 of your team, at least on the court, be playing ball when the other team's playing all 5, right? You got Tatum, and you got Al Horford out there still playing phenomenal ball for his age. And the Celtics, I honestly believe that if the Mavs cannot win at home in Game 3, it's over. Or it might as well be.
I'm with you on that.
And it's not to say Luca and Kyrie, it's not to say Luca and Kyrie are not playing good ball, because they are.
They are.
But they're gassed by the fourth quarter.
Completely gassed. And it doesn't help. So the Boston Celtics, I think I touched on this in previous episodes, especially leading into this finals. The Boston Celtics, I believe, had 9 days of rest before the finals even started, where the Dallas Mavericks, they obviously didn't get as much rest as the Boston Celtics, and now they're taking full advantage of that and completely wearing down. And here's the other thing about it, and I've seen some people, kind of hint at Luca and his conditioning, and it's not the best, right? So he's not one of these guys out there that is just nimble and can run the full game and can play both sides. And he can play both sides.
Oh yeah.
But to be out in a full court press sprint all the way from whistle to whistle, that's just not Luka's game. And the Boston Celtics have a great strategy to take it away. Now, Dallas does have a little bit of an advantage. Well, okay, no. They don't have an advantage, I still don't think. But they have a little bit of help because Porzingis is questionable for Game 3. I don't know if he's going to play. It is questionable. He looks like he went down. I don't think it was his calf. I know his calf has been the issue, this year. But I think it was his ankle. So, if you're a Boston fan...
It's kind of connected, though. If you think about it, the way your legs work, right? You got to have strong ankles and strong calves in order to function in basketball or let alone any professional sport for that long. And I think Porzingis is just finally nursing it for the first time,
Yeah.
or for a long time coming. And you said Luca doesn't have good conditioning. I just think it's because the Mavs didn't give him a beer after the celebration. I mean,
give the guy a beer and let's see what happens. Maybe that's what he
play
needs.
better. Who knows?
Hey, you never know, but it's gonna be a tough. It's already an uphill battle for them being down 2-0.
Yeah.
I mean, with the next two games being in Dallas, they definitely have an advantage to take advantage of that home court and hopefully put together a couple of wins. Because I even think even if they win game 3, right, and make it 2-1, but then they end up losing game 4 in Dallas, and then they have to go back to Boston for game 5, and it's at that point it's win or go home. I just don't see that happening. I think that the only way that this series is going to go to a game 6 or a game 7 is if the Dallas Mavericks even it up over the next 2 games. Yeah, they got to match the
play.
They have to be able to play.
The other 3 dudes for the Mavs, and to include their bench, absolutely have to come out and play. There's no way around it, whether it's shooting a bunch of threes like you're the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry, or you're trying to make yourself like the LeBron James in the Heat. Like, that's the only way I see that happening. And Kyrie, like, he's carrying it, and him and Luca as well, but, like, where's the defense? We didn't see it game 1. We clearly can't. It was kind of their game 2, but they were still blowing it up the middle. So you can't have only 2 dudes playing defense and offense.
Yeah, and especially now with the Boston Celtics. So, I mean, you look at that team and you have Jaylen Brown. You got to watch out for Jaylen Brown. He can score. He has been
He probably will be the MVP.
Fire. Oh, yeah. He's been on fire this entire playoff run. Tatum has been doing his thing. But then all of a sudden you get Drew Holiday last game. 26 points, 11 rebounds, 11 of 14 from the field. I mean, although the overall team field goal percentage wasn't that great, Drew Holiday absolutely killed it. And it's like, all right, so now there's another guy. There's an added threat to that team. And Drew Holiday is probably he's one of their top defenders, right? It's him and Brown. So you have a two-way player there with Holiday. I mean, man, and I'm
Tatum plays all right defense. He's clearly better than the other 3 dudes playing for the Mavs at the moment. But yeah, Holiday is definitely killing it right now. Brown, I don't know how he wouldn't win MVP at this rate.
I don't see why not. It's hard though, man, because I want to see Kyrie win one. I want to see him win another one without LeBron, right? Because let's be honest, he won that finals for LeBron, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I believe it. Yeah, so he got that. He said it even in that post game, conference where he was like, I just Mamba mentality, man. He got that Kobe mindset. It was just like, okay, I'm gonna be the deciding factor for this series, and so I would love to see Kyrie Irving win one without LeBron, and I would love to see Luca win one. Right? I think that they would be so cool to have them, have that duo win. But I honestly think that I would not be surprised if Boston sweeps them. Just the way that they've been playing and how physical they've been and how much wear and tear Luca has been getting. The guy is gassed, and you can see it. You said it earlier. By the 4th quarter, this guy is done.
You can see the defeat. You can see the defeat on the entire team.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, man. They've stolen their joy. All of that happiness that brought them into this series, after they beat what looked like to be the team to beat with the Minnesota Timberwolves and Ant, it's just
maybe that was
gone. Gone by game 1. They got completely outmatched. They got completely dominated. They were just, it was just no, it's okay. good job making it, but we're gonna take it from here. Don't worry about it.
I just think
So
Boston's been riding the hot streak, though. Let's be real; they've been putting up some good numbers, good percentages, just
yeah,
holistic basketball on both ends of the court. And the Mavs, I think, had to pull one out against the Timberwolves, and I think that might have been it. Like we've seen time and time again. Like we've seen teams come in super hot, and then they meet the alpha team, and they kind of get trumped over, right? So
yeah,
are we seeing the Celtics just being the number one undisputed team in the NBA right now? I see them sweeping as
yes,
well, but I don't want to count out the Mavs because they kind of came in as the underdog to this,
yeah. They were the 5th seed.
and I don't know that whoever's listening, if you want to put in when the last time the 5th seeds ever won a finals, and give us some history there, that'd be great. But I don't remember a prominent 5th seed coming in and winning the finals. That's
Yeah.
just something I haven't brushed up on, and I'm sure someone's going to rip us in the comments, which is totally fine. And those that have been ripping us in the comments, keep going. We enjoy it. But I think the dominance of the Celtics is very reminiscent of the Rondo, Pierre Paul, Ray Allen era when it was Cavs and it was the Celtics. And now
Yeah.
we're seeing the Tatum and Brown and Holiday coming into the Celtics, and now they potentially could make a run. I don't know how that's going to work with the kind of super team builds the NBA has been doing in the past, and I think currently with all the free agencies that we have this coming season, because the
Well,
whole
I
Braun
think that
scenario.
yeah, I think that they'll be okay. I think that that's just the way that the NBA is, where it's not just one or two superstars. You can really kind of build an entire team of really really good players. So just to kind of touch base with you, they didn't win it, but the last time the 5th seed was in the NBA Finals was the Miami Heat against the Los Angeles Lakers in the 2020 year, which is what you talked about earlier. And this does have that feel where it's just like the underdog. You wanted Miami to win. We all wanted Jimmy Butler to win that, right? But
Dude,
Jimmy
he
Butler
was
could
so
not beat
good.
the entire Los Angeles Lakers team. He was. I will never forget the image of him just leaning over like the barrier and just completely gassed. Now, I mean, they made it somewhat a series, kind of. It was 2-0, then they won one. It was 2-1. Then the Lakers took game 4. And then, you know,
Yeah, but Jimmy Butler is putting us some serious stats in 2020,
Jimmy
man.
Butler was putting up some crazy numbers there in that finals, but it wasn't enough. And Luca's been doing the same thing. Kyrie's been doing the same thing. But again, I don't know if it's going to be enough. They need an entire team to beat this Boston Celtics team, and I just don't think it's going
Yeah.
to be their year, unfortunately.
Do you
So,
think the days off give him a little bit of a
oh
win?
yeah, oh like right now,
Uh, So
like the
the
traveling
Celtics
days.
had like a full almost 2 weeks. You said 9 days,
Yeah, they had
right?
9 days. Yeah,
A week and some change, right? The Mavs really didn't get that same break, but they still had a break, and I wonder with the extra day here, is this going to be enough to kind of recharge and
well,
refit this team?
hopefully, and maybe with them being in the home court now, it will bring that energy back. Because I know that they're playing there in Boston, man. It's no easy task. So, but
So you got
hopefully,
so just to recap here, you got a sweep from the Celtics.
I do.
I,
I just
I don't. I want to disagree with you because we typically do, but I
keep the
can't. I
tradition
can't.
alive.
No, I can't keep the tradition alive here. I think the Celtics are just going to run away with this. The
Yeah,
way
I
they're
do
playing
too.
ball, I can't. If they lose on tomorrow, I don't see them losing again.
No, I don't either. I really don't. Because and like you said, maybe the extra day of rest will help the Dallas Mavericks, and then going into Dallas and kind of getting that home field, maybe it will energize them. And hey, hopefully they prove us wrong because I would like to see Dallas win it. But man, just looking at Boston as a complete team, they can just beat anybody. They're here for a reason. They can beat anybody. They have the great defense. They have the they can score with the best of them because we saw that against the Indiana Pacers. There in the conference finals, and now they're just beating up on the fifth seed right now with the Dallas Mavericks, and it's unfortunate, man. It really is because it was a great story, but it's just I think that
some
they're just
great
going to be too
stories.
much.
Some great stories come to an end, and
Some great stories come to an end, and I
on that note,
unfortunately think that it's going to be soon.
But on that note, man, hit us up on our socials and Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're always there to banter. Links
Yep.
are in the description. And just let us know what you think. And if we're totally wrong and you guys want to tell us we need to relook at our stats like a couple of the guys have already done with, I think, Carlos and the Ohio State quarterback thing. That was good.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, we're still learning basketball. We're coming here to try and give you guys a different take on it and what we're seeing from our side, But again, it's been a good time, man. This finals,
it's been fun.
This is weird because I am not a Boston fan, but I enjoy watching the Celtics.
They're a fun team to watch, man. They're a fun team to watch. They are.
I prefer the Heat, but
well, that's just because you're from Florida.
Yeah.
So
D-Wade fan. So.
Well, we appreciate you guys. We definitely appreciate all the support that we've been getting here lately, and just be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next week.
Beardzone out.